Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Inclusion Coach. My name's Rebecca, and I am your Inclusion Coach. A couple of years ago, when a lot of people were really educating themselves on inclusion for the first time, intent and impact was often used as a defence when mistakes were made. It would be, "I'm so sorry I offended you. It really wasn't my intention." And we expected everyone to be generous and forgive us because we were learning and we were making mistakes. But you know what? That doesn't wash. So a few examples of harmful impact from good intent, perhaps suggesting that everybody goes out for team drinks when there are one or more people in the team who don't drink and don't enjoy a pub environment. Making a stereotypical joke that backfires. For example, "Oh, I'll sit in the back seat if she's driving. I know what women drivers are like." There's a very recent high-profile example of this in the UK, where a member of the royal family, Lady Susan Hussey, was chatting to a charity boss, Ngozi Fulani, moved her hair to see her badge, repeatedly asked her where she was really from, all, I'm sure, from Lady Susan's point of view, with good intent. Impact: she caused enormous offence. She resigned from her role at the palace, recognising that the impact had been extremely harmful. And often when thoughtlessness is pointed out, what do we hear? "I didn't mean it, it was just a joke." Or, "I just thought it would be nice for the team to do something together. Pardon me for trying to get the team to bond." And in those situations, allyship behaviour is pointing out that intent is irrelevant if the impact is harmful. And if it's us that's been called out, allyship is catching ourselves before we want to defend ourselves, which is only natural when we feel embarrassed or caught out or put on the spot. And ally behaviour is asking for forgiveness, but not demanding it. I once saw someone burst into tears when she realised that she'd said something awful and pretty much demanded to be reassured that she was still a good person. And she got that reassurance. This whole issue is covered in a book called White Tears, Brown Scars. And we may feel guilty about having said or done something that caused harmful impact, but think to ourselves, well, it was just a little thing. They know I meant well, it's fine. So let's talk about weathering. Weathering is what happens to people who routinely, daily experience discrimination because of the colour of their skin, their religion, a disability, their gender, their sexual orientation, anything that makes them othered from the majority around them. And hundreds, thousands of these things build up over the years, and they impact physical and mental health. I've posted an article about this very thing in the comments below this video. And it's not for us to assess the scale of the impact and decide if it was a little thing or a big thing. It might be the 20th, 40th, 100th little thing that day. That person may be exhausted by weathering little things. So allyship behaviour is not about explaining our intent and seeking to be understood. It's about demonstrating that we know what harm we've done, apologising, putting it right if we can, and learning from it, making sure it doesn't happen again. Acknowledging, of course, that we're all human. We are all work in progress. But the more we try to exhibit allyship behaviours, the fewer of these mistakes we will make. My challenge this week is to watch out for intent being used to justify or even dismiss impact on others. See if you notice it in yourself, see if you notice it in the people around you or in the wider world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.